Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you caught the last video, I kind of mentioned that we were going to be doing botany for science this year. And so I wanted to kind of recap on that a little bit. I realized I didn't pull out any of the books to show you how pretty the covers are or how nice they are on the inside. I didn't show you any of the extra fun stuff that I've picked up. And so I thought I'd kind of recap that for you guys today. So in this video, I'm going to show you all the fun stuff that we picked up. So grab a drink, have a seat, and let's get started. I went over some of the choices that we made for the kids for their curriculum this year. And I know I kind of mentioned that we were doing botany, and I showed you how I organized my unit from the good and the beautiful. But I realized that I didn't bother to actually take out the books and show them to you. So that was a little silly. So I thought I would do another video where I can show you the arthropods unit, the botany unit, the human body unit that we are doing this year, and show you some of the extra resources and stuff that I'm adding into it to really stretch those units. So I thought I'd start with the botany one first, since we already kind of went over that a little bit. So a few things I forgot was that we have Garden Appley, which is a pretty cute little book, little game it's pretty much Monopoly, but garden version. And so we were able to get this from my husband's aunt, and she used to be a teacher, so we've got a lot of really great resources that she's kind of passed on to us. I got this Grow a Maze unit, little growing activity for the kids, where it has where you put the water down at the bottom and you start growing the roots, and then it just winds its way through. And I thought that would be kind of cool for the younger ones, especially Hudson and Eloise, that are 2 and almost 5, and that they could kind of see like what it actually looks like underground when we start doing lesson 2. We start growing them and our plants, and we go about dissecting the seeds and seeing how the root system starts and all of that. So I thought that was a kind of extra bonus that we could keep watching how they really keep expanding. Some of the books that we got Walk Through the Woods, and this was written by Louise Greig, or Greig. Excuse me if I mispronounce that. But it's a really pretty book. I mean, this is just gorgeous with all these little pages. And so I fell in love with the way that this is laid out, where it's got like the holes, and it's just like almost like a scrapbook. So it's really cool, and the writing in it is really beautiful. And so I wanted to be able to read this to the littler ones, so I got that book. And then we have the What's Inside a Flower, and Other Questions About Science and Nature, which is by Rachel Ignatowski. And this looks like a really cute book too. My daughter was already looking through this, and Lorelai thought it was really cool. She doesn't like when I flip too fast if she's looking at the stuff, but she wants to know what everything says already. I'm like, just wait. We're gonna get through all of our units just in like a week, because she wants to learn it all now. Are your kids like that? Not all of my kids are like that, but some of them are like, I want to know everything now. So this one looks like a really cute book. And then we got the Big Book of Blooms, which I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the name of the author. But this is a really beautiful book. The pictures inside of it are just gorgeous, and it's got lots of information. And we're going to read through these all of us together, as well as it being on the shelf, so that the kids can go and pick it up whenever they want and be able to read extra stuff about the flowers We have Do Plants Eat Meat? Ask me about plants. And so this is it's kind of like an Usborne type book, but it's not actually Usborne, I don't think. I don't know that much about Usborne, sorry. So if it is, just correct me in the comments below. But it's got some cute facts and stuff, just information on how things grow, what kind of things do they need, what the roots are like. And so this is, I thought, was another good one for us to really expand on how exactly the whole life cycle of different kinds of plants are. And it has, I mean, everything from cactuses to mountain plants to water plants. And so I thought that was another good one. And then I know I mentioned this one in the video, The Magic and Mystery of Trees. Thanks to the Ogilvy's Ohana for getting me obsessed with this book. It is just so pretty on the inside. It has so much information. You've got about the different seasons and how things are broken down with the trees, animal assistance and how animals play a part in making the trees and how they help spread the seeds. Just so many things, different defenses that the trees have. I'm super excited to be able to go through this book. I love this book. And then obviously we have the unit from The Good and the Beautiful and all of the wonderful information that they have. I love The Good and the Beautiful's units. They are so easy to follow along. You have the lesson laid out for you. It tells you exactly what to say to the kids, exactly how to explain things, and it's all broken down. I can literally go through just this and not have to do anything extra with the kids. I like to do the extra though. But you can literally just go through this and just follow along each unit. You can stretch the units out and add more stuff. You can cut out stuff that you're not too crazy about. You could cut out some of the experiments and things like that. But this one calls for a few things with the microscope. We already have a microscope. The light bulb is burnt out, so we have to try to fix that. If for some reason we're unable to do that, I do have a backup microscope. So that's one thing with the botany one, is that it does require the microscope. We ended up holding off on Kingdoms and Classifications last year because it called for a microscope and we didn't have a working one. So we ended up doing something different to start off the year anyway, and we just haven't gone back to it yet. Eventually we will do it, because I'm sure that once we start using a microscope, all of the kids are going to love doing that, and we're going to want to keep doing all of the fun units that go along with that. So that is what I have for botany. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Yes, so that's all of the fun books that I have for botany that goes specifically for the Good and the Beautiful one. I also have the Gentle and Classical Nature, which I was able to pick up. And this is just the Nature Collection notebook. And so it has some great stuff in here about looking closer, and you can mark down things for trees. The kids can draw pictures in here. They can take down their notes. It'll work for all of the different grade levels, where they can be a little bit more descriptive with each thing. There's ones in here for birds. There's ones in here for different bugs and things, like they have for, let's describe this bird. And they have some really neat little things for them in there to make it nice and easy, especially for the littler kids. I do have the teacher's guide for this as well, but this is not the actual workbooks. It's just the collection notebook. So we're probably going to use this along with our botany, just so that we can go ahead and keep track of the different things that we do find when we go out on our walks. What's nice with the Good and the Beautiful thing is it does ask you to go out on the walks. And lucky for us, we do live by the lake. We have a metro park that we can actually walk right to, and they do have a nature center. And so we can go and walk on the trails back behind there. And, you know, we like to do that with the kids in general. We like to just go for walks, walking up and down the bike trail. We did it last year several times. My littlest ones like to really pick up every single stick and every single leaf, and rocks and bird feathers and, you know, you name it. and they all want to bring it all home and have their little collections. So this year we're definitely going to keep that up, and this is really going to help so that they can kind of tape stuff in here, glue stuff in here, and we'll also probably end up having another nature type collection where we do like arts and crafts. I have a few things for the fall leaves that I want to do, some things that I found, and so we'll be definitely blogging about that. You can check out our Instagram or follow along on YouTube so that you can get more of these videos. We'll be getting a little bit more real, where it won't be just me talking, but the kids getting in on stuff and actually us actually doing stuff and going out and being places and showing you what that's like for us as our family. So if you enjoyed this video, click subscribe, leave me a little thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below what else you would like to see coming from our channel, what things you might want to know about our family. We have a lot of kids and a lot of pets, and so it's pretty chaotic here, but we really like it that way. So we hope that you'll join us along with our adventures. Till our next video. Bye.